Thank you guys for having me here. Thanks for the time and everything. And we're more than excited to start this over.
All right, and with that, we can take some questions. Chris Kirschner, please unmute.
Hey Juan, Chris Kirschner with The Athletic. When did the possibility of getting traded become real for you, and what are your thoughts on joining the Yankees?
It's just great, more than excited to be right here, to be in the spot that I am. He's really excited to see this organization and try to be part of it for the next season. I'm really excited to join the team.
You go to Brian Hoke.
Hey, Juan, Brian Hoke with MLB.com. You mentioned this season. Are you open to discussing an extension with the Yankees, and what are your priorities when that time does come? My
priorities right now is just get to know the team, get to know the guys, right? Really. For me, I going to the team, to New York, to Tampa, whatever I'm going to meet those guys and try to get a really good relationship and try to really stick together, get to know those guys and push and try to get the same goal as they want. That's what my main thing is right now. About any contract stuff, they know where to call and who to talk to. I'm here just to play baseball and try to keep concentrated and play baseball.
Joyce, please unmute.
Hey, Juan, this is Greg Joyce from the New York Post. I'm curious what your thoughts are on sharing an outfield with Aaron Judge.
Sorry, can you say it again?
What are your thoughts on sharing an outfield with Aaron Judge?
I mean, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to be more than excited to share the field with him. I mean, he seems a great guy. He was one of the guys that reached out to me whenever I got traded. It's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun to see him play, hitting and playing outfield. Try to pick his mind when I'm there and try to, try to enjoy the moment while I'm there.
We can move next to Gary Phillips.
Hey, Juan, Gary Phillips from the Daily News. I'm just curious, you mentioned Aaron Judge there. Has he or any other Yankees, any other, of your new teammates reached out to you so far, and what have they had to say?
Yeah, a lot of them. I got messages from Glaver, Rizzo, Gary Cole. I mean, a lot of them, they just came over. They tell me they're really excited to have me on the team, and they are looking forward to me being in spring training and get together and share talks and everything. I think it's going to be really fun. That means a lot for me. That was really special that they reached out to me and let me know how excited they are. So I think it's going to be really cool.
Thanks.
Hey, Gary, I think Juan in his last answer mentioned that Judge was one of the first guys that made contact with him.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Had a quick cutout here.
Caldera.
I want Pete Caldera from The Record. I just wanted to get your thoughts on playing the majority of your games now at Yankee Stadium, what your take is on that. And for a guy whose power is traditionally left center, what that if that short right field porch might, change your approach any?
I mean, definitely not. I'm gonna try to keep my same approach. We all know that there's a really short porch right there, and it's gonna be on your mind. But definitely, I'm gonna try to stay in the same approach I've been doing. That's what it takes me all the way where I'm at right now. So I think there's no reason to change it. I think I'm gonna be trying to do the same thing. And if I get the chance to pull any ball and hit it that way, that's fine for me. But definitely, like you say, my strength is going left center, and I think that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Next to Jack Curry. Jack.
Hey, Juan, Jack Curry from the Yes Network. Pete and I are obviously cheating from the same page because I was going to ask you about Yankee Stadium too. You have 4 homers and 28 plate appearances at the stadium. I know that's a small sample size, But in the times that you have played in the stadium, how have you felt and why have you felt so comfortable and had such positive results?
I mean, it's a great ballpark. It's a great batter's box. I'm not gonna lie, it feels great to stand up there. But yeah, it's just the way it goes. I feel comfortable to be there. I get the chance to get really good pitches in the strike zone and to do damage. And I did it at the end of the day. I was. It's just the way it goes. I just try to do my job, try to concentrate, try to put the ball in play, and it just happens. I don't even try to hit a homers. I just try to hit low line drives to the middle, and it's just the way it goes. The game.
You move to Ron Blum, fully operational video. Ron, nice going. But you
Hey, Juan Blum from AP. And you've been on a team that succeeded and excited a fan base in Washington, on a team that wanted to win in San Diego. Is there any change in mindset going to the Yankees where the expectation is a championship and anything other than a World Series title is viewed as failure?
I think it's the same mindset whenever I go to the place. I'm more than excited to go from one team that has the chance to win a championship to another one. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be great. But definitely it's going to be the same mindset. And it's been the same mindset since 2018 when I get to the league, at least winning. That's all I care about. I come to the field thinking about winning every day. And that's what I wanted to do. I get a little taste of it in 2019. We win the World Series and everything. It was a great feeling, and I want to try to do it again. I think that was my mindset, and that's been my mindset since day one.
Thank you.
Peter Splendorio, did I get that right, Pete?
You did, yes. Hi, Juan. It's Peter Splendorio with New York Daily News. My question for you is just, I guess you mentioned some of your new teammates. Just what do you think is the potential of this lineup? And have you kind of gotten a sense of how the Yankees plan to use you in the field, in the lineup, just some of that kind of stuff?
For me, whatever they need me, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be positive to do it. Whatever spot they need me, I'm going to be ready for it. In whatever spot in the lineup, whatever position they want me to play, I'm going to be right there for them. I'm open to do it anytime. Definitely, we're going to discuss that whenever we get to Tampa at spring training. We haven't talked about that. We're still processing the trade, but definitely, whatever spot they need me, I'm going to try to do my best right there.
Tim Healy, go ahead.
Hi, Juan. This is Tim Healy from Newsday. You've expressed in the past that you like visiting New York, you like playing in New York. What is it about New York City that you've liked through the years as a visiting player?
I mean, it's always good to see the family that I have there, family and friends that I have in New York. It's always to have them right there and come to visit sometimes. Definitely just a great vibe, a great feeling to be playing in New York and in that stadium. The fans, the crowd is just incredible. Even when they were cheering for me, they were really booing me and everything. I really enjoyed my time there. It was pretty cool for me, and it was a great experience.
Thank you.
Bob Clappish, please unmute.
Hi, Juan. It's Bob Clappish from Star Ledger and NJ.com. Following up on the previous question, what has your opinion been of the Yankees growing up and as a National League player, from the outside as an opponent? What do you think of the franchise and how you'll fit in?
I mean, it's just the same thing everybody's been thinking about the franchise. It's a great organization and great team, a teams that it really cares about the players and everybody. That's what we've been hearing around, and all the players and everybody. I mean, and they have great players too. So that's all I'm thinking about from the Yankees, and that's where we're standing up right now.
Thank you.
Wendell Green, please unmute.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kendall Green from Fox 5 News. I was just curious, what do you hope is your intended impact on offensive side of the ball? I mean, there's a lot of excitement with the Yankees front office about bringing you on. In the perfect season, what do you do?
In a perfect season is just winning a championship. That's what I think. But definitely, just come over, try to play good ball, try to do my job, and try to help the team to win as much as we can. That's the mindset, and that's I think by positive, I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna bring energy every day. I think that's what I gotta bring to the table. Everybody knows about the numbers and everything, but I think my mind thing is just to bring the energy and give those guys a good vibe to support each other and try to win a championship.
Ron Chandler, you have the next question.
Hey, Juan, John Chandler from NBC in New York here. Wondering if you go back to that first time you hit 2 home runs at the stadium, I think it was 2018. I wonder how much you've thought about that day here since getting acquired by the Yankees and what maybe you were thinking about that day in terms of doing that in the stadium at such a young age.
What I remember that day, it was incredible. I mean, it was a great feeling. I was 19 years old coming into the Yankee Stadium, one of the biggest stage in the league, and just be thinking I have family, friends in the stands. It was a pretty cool moment, you know, and get those homers to get my team the lead. It was pretty cool, and it was really amazing. Just like I say, it was a special moment, and more when I get the lead, hitting those homers, it was impressive for me and for my teammates. It just the love that they give me, and that day it was pretty amazing memories.
John and Alfred, I see you guys. We're going to get to you after a couple more questions. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate it. Chris Kirshner, back to you.
Hey, Juan, the Dominican community in the Bronx is massive. How much are you looking forward to playing in front of them on a nightly basis?
I think it's gonna be really fun, really excited. So I'm more than excited to step on that field and see how much energy they can bring to the ballpark. I think it's gonna be pretty amazing. It was pretty cool to see them from the other side, but I can imagine how it's gonna be being in the same side and hear them cheer for me.
Andy Martino, you have your hand up.
Hi, Juan. This is Andy Martino from SNY. Early last season, I believe you were among the guys who spoke about the pitch clock a little bit and how it was an adjustment. Just wondering how that went for you for the rest of the year in San Diego, adjusting to that new variable and hitting, and if you had to change anything. I know you're a guy that liked to take your time sometimes, and if you're more comfortable with the pitch clock now than you were early in the season.
Yeah, definitely. I've been working on that. I really was getting used to it. I was really trying to find a path, trying to find a rhythm to go on the play and look at the clock. But definitely, yes, I feel more comfortable with it. I really didn't like it at the beginning of spring training and everything. It was pretty short time for me. And like you say, I take my time and I like to think what I'm gonna do on the play. So but definitely I've been working on it, and I've been getting used to it, and I think I already found my path and my rhythm to play for it.
Thanks.
Take these last 3 in queue, and then we'll jump to Alfred and John to finish up. David Lennon, go ahead.
Hey, Juan, Dave Lennon from Newsday. I know it's been the talk in New York already about an extension and keeping you here and those sort of things. It's probably just going to continue around you during the season. Is that hard for you to put out of your head? I mean, you're so close to being a free agent for the first time, and it's a big time for, there could be a huge payday on the other side. How hard is it to keep that out of your head?
I mean, I've been doing it for 6 years for now, so I think it's not gonna be that hard because I have one of the best agents in the league. So I think I put everything on him and let him do his magic. For me, like I said, my mindset is just come here to play baseball and try to win a championship.
Thank you, Juan.
Greg Joyce, go ahead.
Well, on that topic, you kind of expect to, throughout next year, wonder about whether it's a place that you could see yourself staying long term. Is that something you'll think about throughout the year as you get to know the organization better and all that?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? It's lagging a little bit.
Do you expect to, throughout next year, kind of be thinking about whether this is a place that you would like to stay long term as you get to know the organization better and all that?
I mean, yeah, like I say, we just got to get to know the organization, get to know the team. Right now, I'm more than excited to get there and see those guys and see how big is that judge and stand. It's gonna be pretty cool. So that's what I'm looking for right now, just to get comfortable on the team and watch how it's gonna be and how we're gonna grow on it.
Go to Bob for a final one before we jump to Alfred and John.
Hi, Juan. Sorry, I'm going to follow up on the last two questions. Is there anything the Yankees can? I know when when it comes time to negotiate the contract, it's going to be Scott's call, Scott's responsibility. But in the meantime, you know that Judge and Cole and all the other teammates are going to try to convince you to stay. Is there anything they can do or say to you to get on your good side to make you think, hey, this is a great place. Maybe I will finish my career here?
I think that's not their job. I think that's somebody else's job. I think we're here to make friends, to make good relationships, and try to be out there and play good baseball. I think that's going to be the last thing that they're going to be talking about, and we just going to go out there and try to, like I say, talk about baseball and win championships.
Okay.
Again, John, Alfred, I appreciate you guys hanging with it. John, you want to unmute?
Hola, John Sand de Tu Sabor Deportivo. Juan, 3 equipos en las últimas 3 temporadas. Tu personalidad va de acorde con la filosofía de los Yankees. ¿Tú esperas personalmente quedarte en los Yankees de Nueva York? ¿Y qué tan especial será para ti jugar en la ciudad de Nueva York, que luego de República Dominicana es la ciudad más importante por la cantidad de dominicanos que tenemos y la influencia social y económica?
Juan, if you can let Marlon is on here. Marlon, can you translate that question, please, before Juan answers?
Yes. Juan, sí, rapidito, ¿verdad? Es la traducción para la mayor en inglés. Understanding, Juan, that you've played for 3 different teams in the last 3 years, and seeing that your personality is a great match to be a New York Yankee for a long time, what it would mean for you to keep on playing here. And then the second part of that question is understanding the impact that you could have as a Dominican-born player, for other community and everything that can shape out if it's a long-term relationship here, what it would mean to you.
You want me to answer in English or Spanish?
You can go Spanish, Juan, and then Marlon will translate back.
Okay. Para mí será algo bien emocionante jugar en la ciudad de Nueva York. Como lo ha dicho, siempre es bonito venir aquí y dar lo mejor de nosotros para la comunidad dominicana, y no solo para dominicanos, sino para toda la hispana que está en la ciudad de Nueva York. Yo creo que será un momento bien bonito, bien interesante, y trataré de disfrutarlo al 100%, ¿sabes? Esperemos en Dios que podamos lograr la meta y sea ganar lo más partidos que se pueda y podamos disfrutarlo aún mucho más.
Merlin?
Yeah, I mean, I've always said it, I think it's going to be an exciting opportunity. And like I've said many times before, I think it's going to be exciting to play in front of my family, have the opportunity to play here and just, and that's the hope and goal, to win as many games possible together as a whole group here, for sure. It's always going to be exciting and fun.
Alfred, please unmute.
Hey, sorry, I was having trouble for unmuting. Can you guys hear me?
We got you, Alfred. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Jason. Juan, bueno, primero que nada, la bienvenida, por supuesto, a los Yankees. Cuéntame, me gustaría saber cómo recibiste la noticia, dónde estabas y cuál fue tu reacción, ¿no? Al saber que te habías convertido en un Yankee de Nueva York. My question is, when was him, when he got the news that he was going to be a Yankee, and what was his reaction, his feelings about being a New York Yankee? En español, si la puedes responder, Juan, por favor.
No, para mí, en el momento donde yo estaba, yo estaba jugando en Nintendo con los amigos míos, estábamos jugando videojuegos, tú sabes, estábamos ahí pasándola bien, chelchando y todas las cosas, tú sabes. Es uno de los pasatiempos míos, tratar de jugar con ellos, compartir, hablar, chelchar lo más que podamos. Pero sí, estaba ahí, recibí la llamada del gerente de los padres y me dio la noticia, tú sabes. Fue muchas emociones encontradas, fue algo, tú sabes, impactante. En verdad me sentí un poco triste, tú sabes, porque hice muchos amigos en San Diego, tremenda organización. Desde el dueño, que Dios lo tenga en su gloria, que descanse en paz, y hasta los clubes, los seguridad, todo el mundo fue en tremenda persona. Yo creo que fue una tremenda organización. Hice bastante amigos con los jugadores, me sentí bien cómodo con eso. So, yo creo que fue un poquito incómodo de esa parte, pero también fue bien emocionante porque venía de una organización con chances de ganar la Serie Mundial a otra que también tienen buen chance de ganar la Serie Mundial. So, al final también me sentí bien, me sentí contento de poder venir hacia los Yankees de Nueva York y más a compartir el terreno con tantas superestrellas que tiene este equipo.
Oye, y antes que Marlon haga la traducción, real quick, before Marlon do the translation, ¿cómo te sentiste cuando pusiste hoy esa gorra? How do you feel when you put the hat today?
I mean, it's just a different feeling. Es un sentimiento diferente, tú sabes. Una gorra de los New York Yankees, tú sabes que desde pequeño uno siempre vive viendo eso en la calle, en todos los lugares. Y ahora llegar a la ciudad de Nueva York y ponerte esto y representar a los dominicanos en Nueva York, yo creo que es una experiencia diferente y bien bonita.
Alfred, you're not giving Marlon much of a chance here.
I can do the translation if you want.
I got it. Man.
Marlon is the best.
Oh man, you know, when I received that call, I was actually playing Nintendo with my friends. Yeah, you know, it's one of my hobbies to play video games and spend time with my friends and have a good time. You know, but yeah, you know, the call came in. It was GM from the Padres, and he told me the news. You know, and it was a lot of emotions. You know, a lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones. You know, I've over my time with the Padres, I got to spend and know a lot of people out there, really good teammates, including, you know, the owner who recently passed away. You know, hopefully he's up there in a good spot with God. You know, rest in peace. And yeah, definitely lots of emotions. You know, but at the same time, you know, I felt like I was coming into a great organization. You know, overall. And yeah, you asked me about the hat, putting on this Yankee hat, and yeah, it definitely fits different, you know. So it's going to be exciting, you know, to play in front of a lot of Dominican fans, a lot of fans from Latin America. It's going to be exciting, and also the fans in New York. So very excited about it.
I will take one question from Felix D. Jesus. Felix, can you turn your video on? Is that possible? And unmute?
No, I can't. I'm driving in traffic. Anyway,
yeah.
Jason, first of all, mirando aquí Juan, Félix Jesús, parte de la transmisión de los Yankees y Listín Diario, República Dominicana. ¿Has hablado con Manny Machado, Xander Bogart y Fernando Tatis Jr.? ¿Qué te dijeron que tú venías al equipo de los Yankees? Y más que nada, ¿qué te dijeron Xander Bogart y también Manny Machado de jugar en la división este de la Liga Americana?
De la Liga Nacional, o sea. Sí, hablé con Bogart y Tatis. Ellos me llamaron, estuvimos conversando. ¿sabes? Siempre son tremendas personas. Esos muchachos siempre estuvieron ahí pendientes de mí. Ellos también se sintieron un poquito incómodos con el cambio, principalmente Tatis, pero así es la pelota, así es el negocio, tenemos que aceptar cómo van las cosas, pero gracias a Dios siempre son muchos cambios para bien y yo creo que eso fue lo mejor para mí y para la organización de los San Diego Padres. Eh, yo creo que hasta ahora estamos bien, seguimos en comunicación con ese muchacho y más que contento de tener relaciones con una relación de amistad con ese muchacho.
Yeah, I definitely had a chance to talk with Bogarts and Tatis. You know, yeah, we talked about everything, the trade and everything. You know, that's how baseball goes sometimes. You know, Tatis was a little definitely sadder, but overall, you know, you create great relationships with those guys, and you know, I think at the end, it was the best decision for the Padres, and it was the best decision for me. You know, to make the trade.
On, if you can, Ricardo, we took our too long to switch you over. Can you take one more question, Juan, if that's okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Ricardo, you have the last question. Please unmute.
Gracias, Juan. Aquí Ricardo Montes de Oca de las mayores. Me mencionaste ya varios latinos que se comunicaron contigo de los Yankees, pero te quiero preguntar por uno en particular, que es Jason Domínguez, que quizás, digamos, tú siempre has sido como el más joven en los equipos que has estado, pero ahora está Jason, que tiene una trayectoria similar y tuvo el problema de la lesión. Eventualmente van a compartir juntos en los Yankees. Quiero preguntarte sobre esa opinión, si has hablado con él o si esperas ser una especie de mentor también de Jason Domínguez a lo largo de la temporada.
Hasta ahora no he podido tener chance de hablar con él ni compartir ninguna plática, pero sí, todo el mundo sabe el talento que tiene ese muchacho. Al final del día es una tremenda superestrella. Veremos cuando llegue allá a Tampa o a Nueva York si tendré el chance de verlo y compartir con él. Claro está, y yo estoy abierto a cualquier opinión que él necesite de mí, dársela. ¿Sabes? Las lesiones son parte del juego, así tenemos que aceptarlas, lo que tenemos que venir más fuerte después de eso, tratar de prepararnos mentalmente y físicamente para poder venir mucho mejor y con más ánimo para la siguiente ocasión, tú sabes. Todo eso pasa, al final del día él sabe qué pelotero es él, qué calibre de pelotero es él, cuánto talento tiene. So, yo creo que él va a estar bien y va a ser un tremendo pelotero para ayudar al equipo.
You know, I actually haven't had the time to speak to Dominguez yet. You know, but it's clear to see, you know, the amount of talent that he has and everything that he can do moving forward. You know, unfortunately, injuries happen as part of the game, and I'm here for that. You know, to offer some advice and to, if he has any questions or anything that I can be helpful to him, you know, at the right time, I'm sure I'm going to be right there for him, you know. So eventually, you know, hopefully we'll have the time to do that.
Juan, before we let you go, I actually have a question only because I think I'm going to get a lot of people texting and emailing me after we hang up. You keep mentioning family and relatives in New York. Who is here?
I mean, I have uncles and friends over there that I have a lot of friends that I know from DR, but I have a couple uncles from my dad's side and my mom's side, so more than excited to share a little bit more with them.
Thank you for that. And thank you for your time, Juan. We appreciate it and certainly look forward to seeing you three-dimensionally sooner rather than later. But thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.